Prepare yourself for a talk radio experience like no other.
Strap yourselves in and hold on.
He stands for truth. He stands for justice. He stands for what's right. This is the Alex Jones Show. Call Alex now, toll free, at 877-590-5525. Now live from Austin, Texas, here's Alex Jones.
You know, some days I come in here and I'm calm and I'm nice. Other days, folks, I'm freaked out. I mean, I am. When you've read probably 100 textbooks written by the top sociologists, top government think tanks, and they admit they're poisoning the water, they admit they're poisoning your shots, they admit they're brain damaged us all, me included, on purpose, they admit they broke up our families and destroyed our society, they admit that, I mean, it's all admitted, but I can't get people to look it up. I mean, it's like here. I've read hundreds of news articles, government documents, had professors, JAG officers, special ops people on, told you they were merging our military, got the documents, you know, told you everything that would happen. Everything I've told you so far has come true. It's not because I have a crystal ball. I'm following their own documents. And I know people are waking up to some extent, but they still think I exaggerate. Folks, I'm not exaggerating. It's worse than what I say. And it isn't about Bush or Barack Obama or Hillary. They own all those people. They're nothing. It is a hardcore scientific dictatorship. That's what they call it. And they're like the board, these big corporations that meet in these governing councils just like organized crime, and they set the policy. They're think tanks, all the top scientists, all the top people at the universities come up with the different plans. They're all well paid. And it's all put together. I mean, the military admits in the last 20 years they designed the cameras, the grids, the RFID, and they say it's to control us and that Northcom's going to run our lives. Get rid of our borders, destroy our country. The government ships in most of the narcotics. They only wage war on cartels that don't pay their cut. Then the cops raid your house looking for drugs the government shipped in. I'm sick of it, man. I'm tired of it. And they're getting ready to make a big move. They're getting ready to start World War III. They're circling Russia, China, while they're busy arming them. They got all sorts of super weapons. They know they're going to win. These people are nuts. And they want to make sure here at home we're all battened down and all a bunch of good little slaves that go along with this. Well, I don't want to go along with this. You think I'm happy criminals in our government carried out the attacks? You think I'm happy to know the hijackers were trained at our bases? You say, well, then why were they on the planes doing the attacks? I don't know what they did once they got on the planes. The point is, why aren't we hearing about why they were U.S. agents? That's the whole issue. You prove that, it's all done. And it's been proven. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, God. You know, I've got a great life. I got a great wife and children. I got a wonderful family. I know so many great, cool people. But I can't enjoy any of it because I know these people are literally hanging over us every minute and doing all sorts of nasty stuff to us. They're a bunch of psychopathic, sadistic control freaks. They're worse than psychopaths. They don't just not have emotion. They're like one of the clinical, you know, really vicious psychopaths who enjoy it. I was just reading a bunch of scientific reports and articles last night for like 3 hours about psychopaths. I already knew about psychopaths, but just reading about them, how they, you know, they're slick talking. They wear suits and ties generally. You know, they enjoy murdering people. 1 in 100 is a psychopathic killer. Men, 1 in 300 on average, but about 1 in 10 is a sociopath. The society breeds more of them, and so you got psychopaths running things with all their little sociopaths under them. Bunch of sick filth, and you got a bunch of gerbil-like public trained to be slaves and just beg and ninny. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of watching evil people win. I'm tired of watching them get away with it all the time. I just want you to know I'm telling you the truth, folks. Really bad people run things. I've risked my life to bring you this information. Again, can't you just picture those skull and bones, you know, Eastern establishment frat boy types? They love putting poison in your water. It's just a power thing for them to eat your brain and dumb you down. It's just about the force of will what they do to you. They just laugh at you. And I've been in RNC meetings and big events, and I've had lots of elitists come over to me and say, Jones, they don't want your help. They never are going to want it. You're barking up the wrong tree. You ought to try to join people like us. They're never going to want your help. They're too dumb. It's a predator. Well, I'm not a psychopath, and I'm not going to be part of all this sick freaks. And you got this idiot yuppies who've been trained they're the elite because they got $1 million running around acting cool all day. A bunch of scum, bunch of idiots, bunch of trash. Well, let me tell you something, folks. It isn't going to keep going on like it is now. It's going to get worse and worse, and I want you to know who did it to you. That's all I beg. Okay, I got to go to your calls. Russell in Austin. He's been holding the longest, hasn't he? Yes, and then John. Russell, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex. Going on some serious rants today. I'm calling on my cell phone, getting salivary cancer and hearing loss, but that's all.
Yeah, thousands of government reports eating your brain. Go ahead.
Anyway, Austin Police has this Citizens Patrol or Citizens Police Academy. I was wondering if you can comment on that, if it's a whitewash.
Well, again, that starts and it sounds reasonable, and if it was left there, it'd be fine. I'm all for, civil defense. But then it's like anti-terror, but there's no real terror, so now they're spying on people and taking people's kids because, So, yes, it's bad because the government's bad. It's bad because those directing it are bad. It's like...
Wait, to go there?
Well, no, it might be good for patriots to quietly go join it, but I know what's being taught. I know what the feds teach here locally. It's gun owners are bad, all the rest of this bull. But no, you should go join that to spy on them and watch what they're doing.
All right, and Ralph Nader, can you just comment on that, and I'll take your comments off there. Thanks.
I've interviewed Ralph Nader a few times, and as a media guy, you tend to want to be nice to folks you've interviewed, but I don't agree with his policies on socialism, big government, carbon taxes. He's kind of the other arm of the New World Order. The Green Party has a bunch of well-meaning people in it. But anytime you create big government, anytime you create big taxes, the corporations come in, and I don't mean your corporation. I got a corporation. What do you mean corporations are evil? I don't mean your auto parts store, or your little shopping mall, or your tree trimming business. I mean the Fortune 100, Fortune 500. And really, you look at Fortune 500, it's all interlocking with the Fortune 100. They have their own intelligence agencies, their own systems. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and take another call here. Let's talk to John in North Carolina. John, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex. Thanks for taking my call. I just wanted to mention maybe the neocons should take a look at what's going on in Serbia right now to re-examine the whole war on terror.
Yeah, that's right. They're going to use Mexico within the next 15 years, I predicted, if it continues, to break up the U.S., just like they're doing Serbia right now. Oh, is that where you were going?
That was exactly what I was going to say. People have to look at, I'm not Serbian, I'm not defending or saying that they're angels, but clearly they're on the right here. I mean, we went in...
They were losing 3-1 losses. They were attacked by the Croats and the Muslims, who'd been Hitler's little buddies, when the Serbs saved a lot of our people in World War II.
Exactly.
Our criminal government went and financed them to attack them because the Serbs had created a first world nation that wasn't controlled by the New World Order.
That's exactly right. And now you got this guy, Hashim Saki, who, he's an open drug dealer, and we're supporting him like it's some... a great leap forward for mankind.
And if you notice, heroin's back on the streets, and we've gone from only 1 million people to 2-3 million. They debate the numbers on heroin. Remember, after we liberated Afghanistan, suddenly it went up 8-fold, and then now it's come out. Now it's come out. Our troops have to guard the opium. They ship it right in here to go in your daughter or your son's veins, and then cops are going to SWAT team them because they use the drugs our dirty government brought in.
It's just horrible because there was no ethnic cleansing on the side of the Serbs back in the 90s. That was total invention, and you still have people parroting that nowadays.
It's the same idiots. It's the same yuppies that said don't buy gold when it was $300 an ounce 5 years ago who are saying don't buy it when it's $9.50 now.
Which is my other point. The New York Times is reporting that Bank of America is floating a $739 billion bailout plan for the banking industry.
Bank of America is really over-leveraged, $35 trillion, according to the big foreign groups that have been studying the numbers. Citibank is like $46 trillion. I'm going from memory here. So yeah, when you talk about hundreds of billions in bailouts, that's only current. If you look at the leveraging, the AAA stocks that were really junk, Doesn't matter, though. Yuppies don't even understand it. They just know how to act stylish and swirl their hair when they walk out of the gym and go, oh, I'm so cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to find out how cool you are. You trash. You think you know it all? You think I'm wrong? I'm right about it all. I do my homework.